Hey guys, welcome to another video of Microfrontend series. So in this video we are going to deploy our Microfrontend apps which are built on the Vite configuration. So you can see we have the navbar which is used the Vue.js framework. You can see we have the app.view and the dashboard which are built on the React Vite. So you can see we have the my main single SPA for mounting our the React app and the shell application which is where we have the configuration of all the Microfrontend app, and that is our main root point. So I'm going to divide this deployment process into two parts. In the first part, we will cover the straightforward deployment of React Microfrontend and the Shell app. And in the second part, we will cover the routing deployment. So where we have the multiple microfrontend. So in the multiple microfrontend in the Shell app, we'll face the routing issue like on the slash navbar slash account page that will not work. We have to do some configuration for that, and also we have to define the course for multiple microfrontend apps. And third thing, we also face some CSS issue when we configure the Vue and other framework. You might also face in the React as well. We also have to install the CSS plugin inside the Vite. So all of the 3 points I'm going to cover in the next video of it. And in this video we'll do the simple deployment, so that will be can be used in your any cloud platform deployment. If you are doing deployment on the AWS, Azure, or any cloud platform you are using, it's not matter, the process will be same for all. So let's run the all the apps server first. So let's run the command and paste an server dashboard and that shell app. You can see we have the configuration. Meanwhile, I will also show you the wide config that we have, so that is very useful. Let's go the wide configuration. So that's the important thing if you are like deploying the Vite app, my Microfrontend app anywhere, not matter like we are using Vercel or something else. You can see here we have the define, that is the process.env environment we have to define, otherwise it will show you the error. The next thing, we are using the ES format and the output directory for the build. You can see we have the build folder outside our apps folder. So the main endpoint, we have the main .sp file that is going to use at our shell application. After the build, you can see the build configuration that we have inside the navbar, same inside the dashboard. So there's the output rollup option. You can copy, or I will also like mention the code link, the GitHub URL inside the description. So yeah, you can get that from there as well. So you can see here it's using the main single SPA file. Right now it's using the local environment that's we have run on our server. On the deployment, it will going to use the build from the particular output directory. So here we have let's change the same thing for the navbar. Write the format which is going to ES, and one thing we have missed, that is the environment. So let's copy it, and the pets is her, otherwise it will throw the error because it needs the environment to run the app. So yeah, for the development environment, it's use the localhost. That's why we are using the production or something. You can use UAT or something else you want. Let's see the server. Let's run the dashboard and the shell app. The shell app is running on the port 4205. So it will take some time. So let's skip, and you can see we have the dashboard app. And let's go on the shell. On the root, on the slash, it's showing the dashboard, and on slash navbar it will show the navbar. But yeah, we have never like run this navbar server on the local, so yeah, that's why it's not showing. But you can see the registered application we have, the both app are there. So let's go for the deployment, but before the deployment, few more things is still remaining that we need to do first. First is we have to write the build script for all the Microfrontend and also for this shell app. And another thing we have to do, we have to also need to configure course for our shell and all the Microfrontend app, because shell app is the main root point for all the Microfrontend app URL. If you see the app config URL where we are pointing all the Microfrontend URL inside the shell app. So yeah, we have to allow the course, then we are able to use them inside our shell app. So yeah, it's not matter which cloud platform are using for the deployment. The configuration will be going to same for the all platform. The build screen will be same. The Vite configuration will be same, and the course configuration we are going to do will be same for all. So this is common video for all the so yeah, our build script is ready. Now let's go on the our Vercel app and import the project. So we are going to create the project for all the Microfrontend and also for the shell app. So now let's import the repo and create the project first for let's go for the dashboard first and write the dashboard. It's the React app and the framework Vite for all, and deploy the app. Okay, if we are forget to do the build setting, the build configuration we have to write. Okay, so we will do later. Let's create the duplicate and configure it for the our shell app. So yeah, first we run the dashboard app inside the shell app, then we will go for the navbar. So you can see the deployment error is there because we have to configure our the build configuration that we have write script that we have write. So now let's write the configuration. So that's what I'm saying. The configuration will be same if we are writing the YAML file or anything else. So we have to do the same thing. The output directory will be our list app/dashboard that we have defined inside the Vite configuration, and the command that we are using, that is with the legacy pair diffs, because the Vue app Microfrontend and the React Microfrontend having some dependency collapse conflict, so that's why we have to use this legacy command. Now let's do the deployment, and meanwhile what we'll do, we'll configure our shell application. So let's write the project name shell and the framework the same Vite, and now go for the build configuration. The same thing we are going to do, name pm run build, and after the build we'll colon and use the shell app name, and directory will be the same app/shell we have to write, and now the command will be same legacy pair diffs, and go for the deployment. And we have alright, here we have some build issue. So let's see what is the issue. It's not able to find the build script. Let's see. Okay, we are forget to push our changes on the repo. That's why it's not able to find the build script. Let's push the changes, push this commit to the repo. And one more thing you see there, we haven't done the course configuration. The reason is the course configuration is required for the Vue or any other app, not for the React. Like React already have that. So alright, so our dashboard app is deployed successfully on the Vercel. Now let's go on the Vercel dashboard. Click on the continue to dashboard. Okay, dismiss it and go on the domain and see. Okay, you can see it's showing 404. So the reason is it's showing 404 because we have configured our Vite build. So it's pointing on the asset/main.single-spa.js. That's what we need for the single SPA for the Microfrontend app to be called on the our shell app. So now let's copy the URL and see how it's working, because the only way to check that is we have to go inside the config URL and let's comment out the local URL. So now let me paste the deployed one and comment out this local URL and save the changes and go on the local shell app. You can see the dashboard is working as usual. Let me show you on the network tab. So you can see the header, it's calling the our deployed URL API. Now the question is, what if we only want to run the dashboard, not inside the shell application, independent dashboard only? So how it will work? Because now it's showing 404. If we go on the base URL, so how it will be work? So for that we have to do we have to separate the configuration. We have to add the separate build configuration. We have to do the separate deployment for that. So I will create another video on that, so how we can do that. So as of now, let's only focus on the remaining deployment. So for the shell app deployment, we have to push our dashboard deployed URL changes. So let's push this on the repo. So our shell app will be able to use this URL, and then it will able to work. So now let's go on the Vercel. So I have redeployed the our shell app. So you can see the congratulations screen is there. Now go on the Vercel dashboard and open the domain URL of the shell app. So see, it's okay. So it's working. You can see the dashboard is there on our slash default path. So alright, now we have also to deploy the navbar. Since the navbar is on the slash navbar path, for that we have to define routing in our deployment process. Then we are able to use the routing for our multiple microfrontend that serve on the multiple paths. For example, accounts on the slash account path, and also we need to define the course. So for multiple microfrontend, the course issue we will face, and also you might face the same CSS issue, like the CSS is not working in the Vite build. So we will cover those issues in next video of multiple microfrontend deployment.